It's nice when you get to the junkyard before the hoods are even open. Seems like every time I need something, I'm like, well, I'm going to come back for that, and then it's gone. Or you get the case of you find it, but someone's already tore it apart for no apparent reason, or took a hacksaw and cut the AC line you needed, or, just ripped the wiring harness out when they could have just unplugged it right here. And it's kind of just junkyard courtesy, and I get it with these corporate yards. It's kind of a free-for-all, but I bought a lot of parts. Let me get in this Dodge away from the wind. This Dodge is actually pretty nice on the inside. That's kind of weird. But anyways, like I was saying, I've bought a lot of parts from old men, and they really take pride in what they have and care about it. So if they trust you enough to go pull something, you're not going to purposely rip something apart and damage something that they may be able to sell later on, or maybe you will. So that's kind of where this conversation's going. That will tell you a lot about your character. And the topic for today, since it is Tuesday, is what do you look like when you're not there? Well, that don't really make sense today. Well, it kind of does, because you're always doing something and you're leaving something, traces of what you've done somewhere else. So you can use that into a lot of aspects. Like, we all have jobs, and you could, like, say you're in construction, and I know you built this wall, but the drywall's got to come back off to fix some plumbing or something. But you were lazy that day. It was Friday. You wanted to go home, and you just threw one nail in each stud. I'm not a construction guy, but it was just completely half-assed. But no one will see this. Okay, well, now we see it. We know that Steve done that. You're gonna be like, what the hell? This is some shoddy work. Like, what? I don't understand. And then you're gonna look bad to someone without even knowing it. Or the same with your desk job. Karen went home for the day, but you just happened to walk by her office, and her to-go Taco Bell box is still sitting there, cup still full of soda, paperwork's all disarray. You can be like, okay, well, if it's always like that, I mean, that kind of shows you a lot about your character. Or sometimes you may not even be thinking about it. If you're going to go in for a job interview, you're going to put on some nice clothes, you're going to get a haircut, you're going to look as presentable as you can, but you drove there. Now, some companies I've heard, or I've seen, they're smart enough, one person to interview, and they know what car you pulled up in, they'll go peek inside your car just to see. So is there McDonald's wrappers just laying all in the floorboard? Is it full of crap, or is it neat? Is it tidy? Is your car washed? Is it beat to hell? I mean, I know sometimes you can't help that, but are your tires bald? Do you care about your maintenance? It'll tell you a lot about a person, and it goes for a lot of aspects in life. I mean, I could go forever, but like, someone I know the other day went in to use the restroom, and I went in right after him. There's piss all over the toilet seat. I'm like, well, they don't care enough to even wipe that off. Someone else is going to come in after you. How can you just walk away from that? And it's the same, like, if you just left, you got kids screaming, you got groceries going on, you had to go to the store and get stuff, and you put it in the car and you left. Okay, well, I know you were parked there. Is there a shopping cart right by where you parked, or is it back in the stall? It's just something to think about, because everywhere you go, people can see things that you've done, or your aspect of how you think of things. Your character is shown more than what your skills can. Skills can be taught, but character, you either have it or you don't.